You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
Goof On Radio.
You're either in or you're either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Goof On Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
All right. Well, welcome to Goof On, everybody. It is Wednesday, June 22, 2022. How the heck are you? We did it. We're over the hump of Hump Day, Wednesday, the 5-day work week. My 9-to-5ers working their asses off so they can enjoy a little bit of Goof On in the late evening, early afternoon. No, that can't be. Late afternoon, early evening. All right. How's the weather going? Over here today, it was 90, partly cloudy. It was like a picturesque day. Couldn't have asked for a better day. Not even humid. It wasn't even hot. It was fun. It was fun. Lots of fun today. Today was a good day. We did the morning show, and I have to say, it went off without a hitch. It was very interesting. It seemed like we had a good reaction. People seem to enjoy talking about things non-UFO. Yeah, I know. I was going to say non-UFOlogy, but that didn't make sense. Then it came out non-UFO. UFO it? I'm fo it. Everybody fo it. But it was fun. I like talking about relationships and women and money and politics and women, and we talked a little bit about relationships, and yeah, it was kind of good. It went 2 hours. I didn't expect to go more than an hour and 15 minutes. That was my minimum. Maximum would have been an hour and a half, but we went 2 hours. You know what it was? It's new. That's what it is. It's new. You know, we had 50 people there, but nobody knew we were coming on. So I'll take that, and I enjoyed it. It was really quaint. It reminded me of when we used to have just like 30 people, and it was real easy. Yeah, there was no, it was quaint, you know? You knew everybody's name. Well, I know everybody's name here, but I'm just saying. It was just fun. Anyway, we'll be back tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. We're going to go at 10. That extra hour did come in handy, but 10 o'clock is the goal. So that's Goof on Lives. We're going to be changing the name of that show too. I don't know to what, but I've got a couple of names I've been thinking about. Now, I went here to look at something, and now I can't remember what it was I was looking for. I came into the show and started talking, and I wanted to show you something. And I can't remember what it is. Hold on. Let me think. I remembered. Hold on. So, it was a lot of fun. Now, you know, I don't know about everybody liking it, but I need it. I'm doing that more for me. Yeah. And it was nice. The reason I think it went a little longer because it was something new to talk about. It just felt fresh. It didn't feel forced. Like sometimes, because I'm here every day, and to come up with something in ufology every single day for the last 16 years, just about. Well, I didn't go every day, but you know what I mean. So, you know, it was nice to have a change of pace. But tonight we're going to talk about, I don't know how much we're going to talk about it. Lou Elizondo's IG complaint was made public, you know. So we're going to talk about that for a minute. And what else? I don't know, man. Now, tonight's show, all day long, I'm thinking, what are we going to talk about? Well, I tell you what, we're going to start off with this. Happy birthday, Rich Christie! You're fabada. Happy birthday, Rich Christie, everybody! Happy birthday to you! Come on, everybody!
Happy birthday to you!
Everybody sing it. You know who he is.
Happy birthday to dear one!
Isn't it Dark Sky Files?
Happy birthday to you!
Happy birthday, Chief. Is he here?
From good friends and true.
True!
From old friends and new.
New!
May good luck go with you.
Everywhere you go. Happy birthday to you. Not to, whatever they said. Congratulations, you made it another year. I gotta tell you, Dark Sky Files, with a name like Rich, I'd be a little scared if I were you. Ha ha! Yeah, man. Get down off there. Get down. But you look great for fun. You know, it's a good age. I remember that age. You know, when I was fun, it was just, you never even wore a helmet. You know what I mean? You didn't even put a raincoat on, Rich. You know what I mean? You just went at it, and whatever happened, happened. You made it through the hardest parts of your life. The promiscuous years. You did it, and look at you now. Happy as a jaybird. Singing on a tree. Singing happy birthday between you and me. You're getting really old, but not that old. If I were you, I'd take the knee. And come back next round, baby. We're going to see you in a year, and you're going to be the same guy you were today. Just another number. Who cares? Happy birthday, big guy. By the way, you can help. And good man, Richard Christie. Roll call. Ibnar Stratabus, welcome to the show. Nathan Allen, Nathan Nitsky, Nathan Hot Dogs, welcome to the show. David Wilcox, welcome to the show. Boston Deadhead, welcome to the show. Dark Sky Files, the birthday boy, happy birthday. Welcome to the show. XTVX, welcome to the show. Claudia Vielas, welcome to the show. Event Horizon, welcome to the show. Randy, welcome to the show. Rebecca Wild One Wiles, welcome to the show. Helen Crystal Energy, nice to see you as well. Welcome to the show. Caroline, welcome to the show. Mind Blown Over UAPs, welcome to the show. Hellfire Studios, welcome to the show. Indeed Chap 67, welcome to the show. Kelly Lewis, welcome to the show. Samo 333, Goofoni and Rockstar. Oh, wait. FAP, welcome to the show. Wait, it's jumping. John Griffin, welcome to the show. Goop, what's up, man? How are you? Good to see you. Welcome to the show. John P. Adventures, welcome to the show. Yes, Jim Neff. You want to know what the alphabet is? It's going to be a fun one. We're going to play a psychic game in a little bit. At the end of the last half hour. Now, what this is going to be about, it's the alphabet. We're going to play the alphabet game later. Isn't that what I have set up? Didn't I set it up for that tonight? Let me see. UFOlogy's alphabet. I did set it up for that. We're going to play the UFOlogy's alphabet game tonight. That's right. I am going to pick a letter. Like, let's say A. We're going to start with A and go right through the alphabet. I am going to pick. Oh, this is going to be tough. How can we do this? I didn't think it through. I want to say, name something in ufology that you can put with the letter A, like aliens. But I wanted to guess what you were writing, and I can't do that. The only way we could play this game is if it was done live, and we had at least 2 other people here, and then I would try to guess what you guys wrote, and you could hold it in a piece of paper in your hand, and I could try to guess. I'd like to do something like that, but I don't think we can. I like the alphabet game, but we're just going to go through it today, and that's that. B, who would you say B was? What is B? What would B be? If you were to use B, Battelle. C? What's C? You don't know what C is? You know what D is? It's Dark Sky Files. All right, we'll play it later. It's the alphabet game. Tony Introvert, welcome to the show. And Toady UK, welcome to the show. If I didn't say your name, doesn't mean I don't love you. It means that, got to keep going. Shadi Panoran, welcome to the show. Chocolate Pudding, yum yum, welcome to the show. The Josh and Artemis Show. Ruck, ruck, ruck. What is this? 333 Good Morning Rockstar here, Randall Hill. Thanks for being in our show earlier. We appreciate it. David Wilcox is here. Welcome to the show. Justin Menard, welcome to here. How I Win the Lottery. Welcome to the show. And Cosmic Dave. What's up, UK boy? I'm sorry, that was disrespectful. UK dude is what I meant to say. It came out boy, don't ask me why. Welcome to the show. Lisa Bowden. Damn it. All right, let's get started. Like I said, if I say name doesn't mean no love you get the show. Good. Don't forget you can support the show with Super Chat, Super Sticker, PayPal, Cash App, become a member of Goof Fund, Patreon, and or you can buy a drink. It's all there. Links are in the description or on the homepage of Goof On. And don't forget, Goof On Lives is now on during the week, 10 a.m. in the morning, approximately 1 to 1.5 hour show about everything men. Oh, maybe that's what I'll call it. Everything male. No, that sounds too fistler. Tim Freestone, first one of the night, a $2 super dono. That means he loves me, but there's no question, no comment, no sticker. It's beautiful. That's just love, and the first one of the night. Thank you, Tim Freestone, for the $2 super chat. And Echo! There. I don't know what to to say. All right, so thank you for that. A continuing supporter of GoofOn. All right, are we going to start this shindig or what? We had a birthday already pass us by. Rich is a year older. My God, dude. You look fantastic. You look no different than last year. Look at him. You look great. Yeah. I would shave that, though. Yeah, just shave it right off. Yeah, I would. All right, redacted. Official Lou Elizondo IG complaint. I don't know if any of y'all seen this. Have you seen it? Got the PDFs right here. I got to tell you, I really don't care. You know, I just don't. Look at this. Okay, it opened up. It wasn't opening up. Let me move it over. This is the small version. All right. Well, it is what it is. Doesn't matter. You don't need to see it. Doesn't matter. You've seen it, right? I didn't think it would look like this. Who can read this? You can't. And there's no zoom capability. Oh, here it is. Oh, all right. Thank God. I can't move it. Can I? Yeah. Here we go. All right. Woo. So this is, for people who don't know what this is, Lou Elizondo has a big complaint form. We all heard about it, right? Going against the DOD. And let's look through this. It says fraud, waste, and abuse. It's a complaint form, right? I choose to identify myself with a complaint. I give permission for DOD hotline to release my identity outside the DOD hotline on a need-to-know basis. Mr. Luis D. Annual Elizondo. Department of Defense. Fraud, waste, and abuse complaint form. USA. Person's first name, Gary. Person's last name, Reed. Gary Reed. Gary Reed. Not Harry. Oh, you can't read it? All right, hold on. Hold on. There we go. Gary. Right? Does that say Harry? Does that say Harry? All right? It's a civilian employee. Susan Go. Military Reserve. Civilian employee. Neil Tipton. All right. You ready? What did the person or persons do or failed to do that was wrong? Conducted retribution and provided false information to the public, abusing government authority, illegal illegal destruction of information. I believe, right? Isn't this about the emails and everything that they got rid of who he was, that he worked there? And all that stuff. When were you made aware of the problems? 2017. When did it occur? 2018 to present. Where did the incident take place? The Pentagon. I want you to take a good close look at Lou Elizondo's handwriting. This is a very, very, very uptight individual. You can just tell. I'm a handwriting expert, in case you didn't know. Whistleblower. Oh, wait. What rule, regulation, or law do you believe to have been violated? Whistleblower Protection Act. Okay, wow. What is this, a mule hole? DOD, what is this? Dirty's Instructions, Freedom of Information Act. What's this? DOD dishes? I don't know what the hell that. Do you know what that means? I grew my. Oh, what's this? Tony UK with a $4.50 super chat. I grew my beard to look older as I had to run government projects and needed gravitas, but I can no longer shave it off now as I look too old. Oh no, you're right. I thought about shaving mine today, and I said, nah, I don't care anymore if I look old. It does it. It adds a good 10 years. I look so old with this. When I take it off at night, I look so much younger. I actually want me. Thanks, Toady UK. That's a $4.50 quid. Mucho gusto generoso, Toady. And John Griffin, sorry Coral, I'm just happen to be here. For $5, that's a super dono as well. No sticker, no comment, just pure love. John Griffin, thank you very much, a continuing subscriber. I can't believe I did it. You know, I might as well just give up. You know, let's just, one more mistake and it's it. It's over. Yep, one more mistake. Keep praying, guys. It'll happen. Trust me, I will shut the shit down if I keep messing up that way. I've done it before. Thanks, John. Really, really appreciate that. Like, no, you just have no idea. Nothing. I get emotional sometimes. I can't help it. Briefly summarize how you believe our office can assist you regarding your matter. IG should conduct a comprehensive review, inquiry, investigation into abuse of power, lying to the public, destruction of evidence, conspiracy. Damn, this is amazing. This is absolutely amazing to me. I can't believe what I'm reading. This is so weird, right? It's so bizarre. It's like we shouldn't be doing this, right? It's so weird. Here he is up here, May 3rd, 2021. There he is up there. My name's Elizondo, and the purpose of this letter is to request an official U.S. Department of Defense Inspector General inquiry investigation into malicious activities, coordinated disinformation, professional misconduct, whistleblower reprisal, and explicit threats perpetrated by a certain senior-level Pentagon officials, including the Director of Defense Intelligence for Intelligence and Security, Gary Reed, that's the guy who got in trouble for sexual misconduct and things like that. Yeah, I thought his name sounded familiar. Public Affairs Officer Susan Goff. I don't know how you say it, and I don't really care. And any other officials who were complicit in these acts. Well, I didn't know you could just generalize. Susan Goff, Gary Reed, and I don't know, anybody else I deem necessary to be a part of this complaint. Yeah, how's that? How does that grab you, DOD? Enclosed with this letter are details of this complaint for your review. The first portion is a comprehensive chronological listing of events that substantiate my involvement in the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program. The second portion is a detailed listing of events and actions to substantiate this complaint, along with evidence which suggests a coordinated effort to obfuscate the truth from the American people while impugning my reputation as a former intelligence officer at the Pentagon. These negative actions against me have resulted in great personal and professional challenges to me and my family. I didn't know there was an echo. Over the last 3 years, attempts to clear the record by some senior officials serving as witnesses to this abuse have been ignored by certain elements within the Office of the Secretary of Defense staff, namely with the Office of the Undersecretary of Defense for Intelligence. Furthermore, evidence exists that substantiates my claim that there may be a deeper conspiracy within the OSD staff to circumvent DoD policy, rules, and regulations, and perhaps even law. At a very minimum, actions have been taken against me that directly erode the very foundation of our national security ethos and the public trust instilled by the American people. I am fully aware of the magnitude of my allegation against certain individuals in the department, and I am able to substantiate these claims. Wow. As reprisals continue to be levied towards me, I respectfully request DoD conduct a comprehensive review of all related activities against me over the last 3 years and correct the record of my involvement in the ATIP. Sincerely, Very respectfully, Lou. He just goes by Lou. Lou's like Cher now. Lou's here. Lou who? You know. Lou. Elizondo. So obviously here, everything you're going to see, and I'm not going to go over everything, but this is a chronicalized depiction of everything that he saw wrong and kept a record of everything. Wow. I thought I turned that off. I apologize. This is unbelievable. We'll glance at a few of these. In 2008 of June, what does it say here? 2 individuals of whom I engaged were identified as both being part of OSAP effort, Jay Stratton and Pop. Both these individuals were an integral part of the OSAP effort. Our initial meeting occurred in my office at Beepity Bop. For approximately 2 weeks, 3 meetings were held at my office. During the meetings, it was revealed to me that OSAP was in need of specific CI and security support, and that my background as a credentialed CI special agent was a necessary skill set. I'm curious, why would you need a CI? I'm asking. I don't understand. Why would you need a counterintelligence for OSAP? His skill set? No, seriously, I'm asking. Why would anybody need for OSAP a CI, counterintelligence agent? Can anybody answer this for me? Does anybody know? Anybody in the military would know why OSAP would need the skill set of Lou Elizondo? Dark Hour Paranormal, it's good to see you, but we're doing something here, man. All right? Come on, man. No, I'm kidding. I don't know if he heard, but I'm glad to see you. You said you were going to pop in. I talked to him earlier today. Yeah. Thank you, man. I appreciate the love. See you later, man. I just don't understand Dark Hour Paranormal. It's Michael. Yeah, he's awesome. He's working right now, but if it's a little slow, in between what he's doing, he might be able to pop in. And he did. It was a diversion. I don't know why you would need a counterintelligence agent to work with the UFO group. Honest to God, I've never, ever asked if anybody in ufology knows of a CI. I need one. I'm going on an investigation. I need a CI. I know he does a lot of different things. I get it. It just sounds jicky-jacky to me. I don't like it, to be honest with you. They had these meetings in June and July 2008. Stratton invited him to meet with OSAP director James Lakatsky, and subsequently provided directions to an undisclosed Defense Intelligence Agency facility in the Roswell area. During the meeting, I met with Lakatsky, and I was asked to address him as Jim. Dr. Lakatsky introduced himself as an expert in missile technology and as the director for the OSAP program. It was during this meeting that Lakatsky provided me the full name of OSAP portfolio and the focus of the mission. Bop-a-da-bop-a-da-bop. In 2008, he boppity-booped. August 2008, while supporting the OSAP effort, I was informed by Lakatsky and other OSAP personnel about a specific effort within the portfolio known as ATIP, and that most of my efforts would be focused on that aspect of the project. I was informed that this effort involved collecting data and evidence from military personnel who came into contact with unidentified aerial phenomena, a term that was then explained to me as the government nomenclature. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Michael. For UAP. Furthermore, I was asked to develop a comprehensive CI and security plan for this effort to protect the program from possible foreign intelligence services penetrations. Okay. So it has nothing to do with UFOs. Unidentified aerial phenomena. And he was only asked to look out for drones, I thought, like drone technology. But then they wound up, I guess, seeing objects they couldn't explain, so it got lumped in with ATIP, and OSAP was left out. I mean, there were so many things going on. I don't know if we're ever going to find out the actual truth, but I'm really happy to read this. This is actually pretty damn cool. It's definitely inside Lou's head. I mean, this is unbelievable. The detail that he came through with here on this. There's a lot of shit, man. This is unreal. And it shows that there's a cover-up and there's a conspiracy and that they were trying to get rid of his existence there for whatever reason. It's pretty amazing. Ibnar Stratibus with a $5 super chat. Is this part of a lawsuit that he has with attorney? I don't know. I honestly do not know. But I think so. I don't know 100%, but I think it is. I'm not really sure, but I am pretty sure it is, because that's what Sheehan does. Sheehan tries to, he's a what do you call, and this is what I was studying to be one of these too. What do you call, a constitutionalist lawyer? Not me. I did take some lawyer classes, some law classes. It's criminal law. I don't want people to think I was trying to become a lawyer. I was just studying it, not wanting to become a lawyer, but for criminals, to help them out with their constitutional rights. I've always been that way with the Constitution, freedom of the press, freedom of speech, the Second Amendment, right to bear arms, Fourth, search and procedure, I think that one is. So, onward and upward. This is what Sheehan does. Tries to help people. He's going to show how Luis Elizondo's rights were violated. And that's what this is all about. And I think that's what's going on with the lawsuit, because that's what Sheehan does. And Sheehan, I think, he was Greer's lawyer back in 2001 time when he did the Disclosure Project. I don't know how Lou Elizondo met him, I forget, but nonetheless, Sheehan was lawyering for all those 400 or whoever needed his help, that they wouldn't lose their pension or retirement, same thing, if they came forward with their stories. Because there were threats that people were going to lose their pensions, they're going to lose their health insurance, and all this shit if they came forward talking about these little green lights in the sky. You thought I was going to say little green men, but I turned it on you. So that's what Sheehan is. He's a constitutionalist lawyer. More or less. Boston Deadhead with a $5 super dono. I believe that's the third. My goodness. I had spaghetti and chicken, and I tell you, that sauce, it goes down the gizzard. It can be pretty heartburny. Boston Deadhead, thank you very much. That is a $5 super dono. There's no comment. There's no sticker. It's just pure love. Mucho gusto, generoso, and a continuing supporter of GoofOn. Thank you. You guys are the best. Happy birthday, Richie. Let's move a little forward, shall we? I'm enjoying this part. I don't know why I did not think I would be this into this here. This into this. Yep, this into this. So what's weird is this goes all the way back to 2008. Just showing what he was assigned to do. Because a lot of us, right now, I haven't read all of this because it's 64 pages and I don't like reading, as you could tell. But here, it's just giving a detail of every single thing, I guess, as close, to month as possible, year to year. Because here we are in 2010, February 2010 to April, Lakatsky indicated to me that he was facing increased pressure from DIA leadership and he would be forced to resign from his duties as director of OSAP and ATIP and return to headquarters DIA. Dr. Lakatsky was in poor spirits at the time because he believed he was being unfairly persecuted for his role in an authorized mission. Wow. Then, in 2010 of April, Lakatsky approached him and asked if he would consider assuming the role of OSAP and ATIP director. I reminded Lakatsky that most of my experience concerned the ATIP portfolio and that I only worked OSAP from a tangential perspective. Oh, that's a good word. Dr. Lakatsky's response to me was that he already had my name floated as the new director with leadership, and that it was unanimously agreed by all that I should be the new director. He also suggested that I manage the effort under my authorities as a member of the OSD staff and not keep it within DIA due to the hostile environment he was experiencing. After a day of considering his offer, I accepted the responsibility provided that all stakeholders supported this decision. I also informed Dr. Lakatsky that I would begin to engage with select OUSDI senior staff members to gain additional mission support. That's unreal right there. In his new role, and here you go all the way from May to August of 2010 to 2012, in his new role as director for ATIP and OSAP, he made the decision to begin minimizing existing efforts within the OSAP portfolio, given the negative attention it was receiving. So he started distancing ATIP from OSAP at this time. Okay, because it was a hostile environment from the DIA leadership. It was my observation, he says, that key elements within DIA were attempting to hide anything related to OSAP simply due to a perceived sense of stigma. As such, I focused our remaining efforts on ATIP, given that there was ample information, data, and evidence which we continued to receive that indicated continued incursions into controlled U.S. airspace, both CONUS and OCONUS. Details and specifics at this information respective of secure means. During this time period, my office had multiple meetings with eyewitnesses to include pilots, radar operators, and ship's crew. Furthermore, emails were being sent to my office at the classified level over the Secure Internet Protocol Router Network and Joint Worldwide Intelligence Communications concerning incidents involving UAP activity. There are numerous emails from senior military service members and leadership that substantiate the fact that the threat was real. The emails still exist within the OUSDI. This is why he wants those emails and shit, right? Isn't this part of what he was saying? That they erased them all and they shouldn't have, but they're saying they could have because there's what do they call that when there's a certain amount of time expired, and after like 7 years they were allowed to delete that stuff. Something like that. I can't remember the name of it. Man, this is unbelievable that he's got all of this. In early 2014, my office received a very compelling video in 2011 sent to us from JWIX that was collected by a sensitive U.S. platform operating in a denied area. The video was approximately 18 to 20 minutes in duration and appeared to show 3 UAPs flying in a distinct triangle formation. After vetting the video through several intelligence community experts, not a ufologist, I decided to share it with Mr. Tipton in 2014 to see if he was aware of any Blue Force technology that could explain what was being witnessed on the video. Mr. Tipton's response to me was that the video was weird and compelling and that he had no idea what the object was. Okay. In 2015, I briefed the ATIP portfolio to Beepity Bop, who was at the time a senior executive U.S. Air Force detailee to OUSDI. At the time, his staff and mine shared office space at Bup, and he was instrumental in providing me advice and assistance. My hope was to use Beepity Bop as an interlocutor. Interlocutor. I've never seen that word. This is really amazing to me. In order to understand the UAP issue from an Air Force perspective. Okay, so the wonderful, wonderful things we go. It says here unclassified. This not only included other incidents, the 2004 Nimitz, but recent incidents being reported by U.S. Navy ship captains in theaters of engagement. These incidents were often accompanied by video evidence taken from U.S. weapons platforms. In one such instance, a senior member of the U.S. Navy sent an email pleading for guidance as to what he or she should do if they encounter more UAPs. This documentation still exists with OUSDI. It was at this time I also assumed the new role as the Director of National Program Special Management Staff, the NPSMS. Figures, a National Security Council effort involving Guantanamo Bay. 2015 to 2017, boppity-bop. On a regular basis, Stratton, who was assigned at the time as the Stratcom Liaison Officer, and Mr. Brennan McKernan, current UAP Task Force Director, and I would discuss new reports that were received and engage in large work. I'm going to move up a little bit. It was during this time I grew increasingly frustrated by the lack of resources and interest by senior leadership. UAP reporting to our office was increasing, yet our resources were minimal, and leadership involvement was almost non-existent. In 2016, we succeeded in having an unclassified academic study performed by a local university in Washington regarding signatures of space threats and capabilities, including intercontinental ballistic missiles, in hopes that this information could be used to determine the various capabilities and domains in which technical assets could be used to better detect UAP activity. The author of the study was only told that our interest was threats from space. The final frontier? No. Here's where it gets good. 2016. Late 2016. Let me get a drink. After increased frustration, I became alarmed by the frequency and duration of UAP activity in and around controlled U.S. airspace. The instances seemed more provocative, and during one instance, they came within feet of a U.S. fighter aircraft. The video of this encounter still exists on the ATIP share drive known as Y Project within the OUSDI JWIC share drive. Out of desperation, I was willing to break protocol and seek the guidance of the DDI for Intelligence and Security. I'm sorry, I'm losing focus here. DDI INS, Mr. Gary Reed. Mr. Gary Reed replaced Beepity Bop as the new DDI INS. However, prior to informing Gary Reed, I was warned by several individuals that Gary could not be trusted. Dun dun dun. It was not told to me at the time why he was not trusted among his peers, other than he had an unusual relationship with his subordinate, Beepity Boop. I was also told that his relationship is widely known within OUSDI, and that both Boopity Beep and Gary Reed occupied positions of significant influence within the CI, security, and law enforcement communities. For this reason, I hesitated on briefing Gary on ATIP efforts. At the time, a third-party allegation of sexual harassment was reported to me involving Gary Reed by one of my office subordinates. GG14, during one of the meetings, he referred to Boopity Beep as Bunny and made her feel uncomfortable in the presence of other females, including a USDI attorney and counsel. I later learned that a former IG investigation was initiated, to which I was called as a witness. Anyway, we're only on page 15 here. I mean, this just goes on and on and on. Yeah. So, a lot of stuff here, all the way going back to the beginning. Pay pool employee evaluation of record report for official use, employee, beep, 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 position, supervisory intelligence operations specialist. My God, the mission goals, the objective, performance objective number 2 and 3 and 4. Rating official evaluation of performance. During the rating cycle, Mr. Elizondo's performance was exemplary as the director of the National Program Special Management Staff. Despite his name being known by confirmed terrorists and threats to personal safety, he continues to manage a White House special access program in a manner that protects U.S. national security interests on a global scale. During this rating cycle, Mr. Elizondo met and exceeded all his performance objectives. As an example, under Mr. Elizondo's leadership, his office identified and neutralized 6 insider threats, referred 2 terrorist-related criminal incidents to the FBI, addressed 9 SAP data spills, generated 6 security preliminary investigations, co-authored 4 national-level policies involving covert action, responded to 10 White House taskings, conducted 10 site visits, and executed over 300 SAP indoctrinations. It cannot be overstated the importance of Mr. Elizondo's portfolio to national security and the fact that it is directly centered within the number 1 priority for the Obama administration and the White House. Mr. Elizondo's efforts have led to a new understanding of terrorist operations and planning within the USG. As remarkable is Mr. Elizondo's savvy and tenacity to build a capability during times of increased fiscal constraints, Mr. Elizondo's resourcefulness allowed the USD to remain responsive to White House and National Security Council tasking without additional funding. It's pretty awesome. You have to admit, that is a high grade. Very good. Hollows thee with the £5, £5. If news came on TV that aliens were entering Earth, like our atmosphere, Independence Day style, what would your first thought be? Vindication, fear, survival mode. My first thought, and I kid you not, is to grab my weed, grab a bottle of water, grab my camera, my drone, and a few pair of shorts and underwear, and go to where family is and try to contact them and see if we can get to a shelter. If they came in like that, Independence Day style, man, that's a threat. That's not a little 40-foot tic-tac we're talking about here. We're talking about citywide, so huge, couple of miles wide craft and little ones. No. I would be scared out of my mind. I would be vindicated. I would be curious. I'd want to know everything. Like, I would go be with family, but I don't think I would want to go underground. I'd want to see the shit. I don't know. I don't know what it would be like. I'd like to fight them if we had a chance. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. If we had the spaceship. But we don't. Man, that would suck. That would really suck. My first instinct is family. Because you don't want to get separated from family in times of this whatever. Plus, they got a better car. And, yeah. I don't know. It depends. Depends on the whole situation. What would you guys do? You know? Yeah. If they came in on Independence Day, I would want to be Will Smith. Yeah. What'd you say? I want to be Will Smith. Someone else can be Jeff Goldblum, no doubt. Hollows D, thank you very much for your $5 super chat question. It's a good one. And, I'd like to see what anybody else thinks. Thank you very much. I'm pretty sure you're a continuing supporter of GoofOn, so thank you again. Even if they came Independence Day style and did nothing, people would flip out. They flipped out for toilet paper. Absolutely, people would freak out, especially here. The whole world would freak out. There is no way that is a good sign of ships just coming out of coming down and strategically parking over major cities in all over the world. That's a chess move right there, my friends. I would like to see a realistic movie about what it would be like if we really got a signal from a real alien ship. None of this, Close Encounters stuff or Independence Day style. I want to, like Contact was doing it, they were doing it right. But then, it's a movie, so it went a little bit beyond. I want to know more about the technical stuff and what all these people have to do, what government would do, what people in other countries would do, and what families in other countries would do. I mean, are they going to stock up on food? Are they going to do the same thing we're doing here? Where are the secret bomb shelters that are hidden, or alien shelters, or doomsday shelters? Where are the preppers? What are they thinking? There are so many different aspects that we could make an incredibly good movie. And I haven't seen anything that pulls me in more than I would have to say Contact did an okay job. It wasn't the best movie, but I like it when they make you think. She's going down those tubes, and traveling through all these different things and seeing all these lights going by in different galaxies, and it was just amazing. And then she said, "They should have sent a poet." God, I almost got emotional myself. I tried so hard not to. Anyway, this Lou Elizondo thing, I don't know, man. It just goes on and on and on and on and on. I'm going to pull up the last couple of pages here. Let's see. I don't know. I must have passed over this. Let me see something here. Oh, here we go. These are some emails, it looks like. There's a lot of stuff here. I think John Greenwald got all this for us. Yeah, here's some emails going back and forth. Are these the emails that were supposedly deleted now? Is this what we have here? Here, check it out. I'm not sure. Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to... I'll have to go to John Greenwald and listen to him and see what he has to say. I'm sure he did something on this. Neil, as discussed, thanks for your time with this. Look, here it is. From Elizondo to Neil Tipton. This is 2017. He was he wasn't even at TTSA yet. That came a couple of months later, right? Neil, as discussed, thanks for your time with this. As the principal SES in your directorate, I think you are certainly the appropriate representative to help make our effort to a new level, take our effort to a new level. I think by now you, probably, hold on, this looks really, I am sorry that it looks so small, the writing on the screen. There we go. I can't overstate how important I believe this portfolio is with respect to our collective national security. So you are aware, I have already laid the foundations with SECDEF's front office, and they support it, to transfer the portfolio under you, given your new focus on special projects for the department and USDI. The front office will also brief up the new USDI once he arrives, but I'd hesitant to brief anyone else at this point, so please keep this at our level for now. Initially, I was going to, I can't do this. Anyway, this is incredible. I am going to put the link to these PDF files, all this stuff, in the description of the show when I'm done. So you can read it. Look at this. Working with Mr. Bigelow's Las Vegas-based company, the program produced documents that describe sightings of aircraft that seem to move at a very high velocities with no visible signs of propulsion, or that hovered with no apparent means or lift. Officials with the program have also studied videos of encounters between unknown objects and American military aircraft. Wow. Including, one release in August of a whitish oval object about the size of a commercial plane, chased by two Navy FA-815F fighter jets from the aircraft carrier Nimitz off the coast of San Diego in 2004. Mr. Reed, who retired from Congress this year, said he was proud of the program. I'm not embarrassed or ashamed or sorry I got this thing going, Mr. Reed said in a recent interview in Nevada. I think it's one of the good things I did in my congressional service. I've done something that no one else has done before. Two other former senators and top members of a defense spending subcommittee, Ted Stevens, an Alaskan Republican, and Daniel K. Inouye. I forget how to say that name. It was a football player. Inouye, I don't know, also supported the program. Stevens died in 2010 and Inouye in 2012. While not addressing the merits of the program, this was May 3rd, 2021, isn't it? Or is it? Sarah Seeger, an astrophysicist at MIT, cautioned that not knowing the origin of an object does not mean that it is from another planet or galaxy. When people claim to observe truly unusual phenomena, sometimes it's worth investigating seriously, she said. But she added, what people sometimes don't get about science is we often have phenomena that remain unexplained. James E. Oberg, a former NASA Space Shuttle engineer and the author of 10 books on spaceflight who often debunks UFO sightings, was also doubtful. There are plenty of prosaic events and human perceptual traits that can account for these stories, Mr. Oberg said. Lots of people are active in the air and don't want others to know about it. They are happy to lurk unrecognized in the noise or even to stir it up as camouflage. Still, Mr. Oberg said he welcomed research. There could well be a pearl out there, he said. All right. So, interesting. A lot of UFO talk. The program collected video and audio recordings of reported UFO incidents, including footage from a Navy FA-18 Super Hornet, showing an aircraft surrounded by some kind of glowing aura, traveling at high speed and rotating as it moves. The Navy pilots can be heard trying to understand what they are seeing. There's a whole fleet of them, one exclaims. Defense officials declined to release the location and date of the incident. Oh, where's the fleet? We're just going to chase this one. There's a whole fleet of them over there. Forget about those 20. Let's go after this one. That's Kenobi. But, sir, we've got 20 of them right here. Easy picking, sir. Set a course for Kenobi. Yeah. Did anybody watch the season finale or series finale, for that matter, of Kenobi? Yeah, it was all right. I was laughing. I don't want to spoil it just yet, so I'll wait a few days before I go over it. Anyway. Wow. I've been talking about this for an hour. Pentagon's secret search for UFOs. Funded at the request of Harry Reid, the program probed a number of encounters military pilots had with aircraft they believed didn't operate like anything they had seen before. Pentagon, at the unidentified aerial phenomena, claimed to have been seen by pilots and other military personnel, appeared vastly more than advanced than those in American or foreign arsenals. In some cases, they maneuvered so unusually and so fast that they seemed to defy the laws of physics, according to multiple sources directly involved in or briefed on the effort and a review of unclassified Defense Department and congressional documents. ATIP, whose existence was not classified but operated with the knowledge of an extremely limited number of officials, was the brainchild of then Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid, who first secured the appropriation to begin the program in 2009 with the support of late Senators Daniel Inouye and Ted Stevens, two World War II veterans who were similarly concerned about the potential national security implications. Anyway, like I said, good reading. It's good stuff. Yeah, the Kenobi was good. It was really fun. Yeah, I was laughing. Just, they could kill each other anytime they wanted, right? And I mean, all they have to do is do this with their hand and crack a neck like a pencil. When Kenobi's running away, just do the Force and go boop, break his neck. That's it. Like a pencil. But no. That's what's always bothered me about these dramatic fight scenes. Like, hey man, you two are master Jedis. It's like Darth Vader held a spacecraft about 60 feet from taking off and literally slammed it back into the hangar. While Kenobi disappears in the smaller ship. Oh my God, it was hiding behind the big one. And he's ripping open these doors, these metal doors that blasters can't, just ripping them up. Yet he's having a hard time fighting Kenobi. Come on, man. What, you got to fight with honor when you're evil too? I'm being a little bit, Dickie Downer. But it was good. I enjoyed it. To me, if you got that kind of power and you want to kill somebody, boop, just crack the neck. It's over. Next. And I know. True Jedis don't kill. I get it. They just maim, right? Yeah. All right. I got it. I'm all for it. Hey, Doc, I'm all for it. Redacted. Lou. Who cares? Do we really care? What does it mean? Lou's got problems, right? That they tried erasing who he was. And I guess this is him kind of almost vindicating himself. I mean, I saw UFO Jesus had that in the title when he talked about this. And saying vindicated. Not so sure. So, I want to show you something. No, I'm not going to do that now. We'll do that later. This heartburn just won't go away. Yeah, I can't. It won't stop. It's pretty bad. All right. UFOlogy media has a serious ethics problem. Travis Taylor was the head of science for UAPTF at the same time he was commenting on government UFO reports on ancient aliens and in the media. Without disclosing he was part of that same program, That's really bad ethics. Don't you think? It is. And other people are talking about it. Not just me. I'm going to read this to you. This came from Jason Colavito. And I'm really interested in what he had to say, because somebody else, I can't remember at the time. No, I remember. I'm not sure I should say who sent it to me, that Travis Taylor is not, well, hold on. I'm going to pull it back up. There's something going on. I can't remember because it was yesterday or the day before. Hold on. Okay, hold on. This was yesterday, I believe it was. Here it is. Okay, all right. So this is the same thing. Travis the Fraud Taylor. Here is, okay, so this, they sent this to me. Okay, I'm not going to say who. That's weird, man. I thought that looked familiar. Okay, so Jason goes on. And, I got the tweet here. Hold on, I want to see something real quick. Yeah, I know I'm a little dark, but deal with it for a minute. He says, it should also absolutely horrify us that the government is continuing to patronize Skinwalker-affiliated loonies. Taylor was a regular on a show about racist aliens having sex with ancient humans and imagining that their fantastical ideas are science. Remember, and I'm reading on, Travis Taylor was on CBS Sunday commenting on UFOs without disclosing he was literally in charge of the government's efforts to examine the videos he independently analyzed. Wow, that is really odd. Then he continues with another tweet. The sheer scale of the incestuous corruption in the government and media UFO effort astonishes even me. And I have studied the revolving door between cable TV lies and government funding for decades. This is next level unethical, though. Wow. And lastly, he says, I believe, and let's not forget that History, the History Channel, whatever, keeps airing programs Unidentified, Skinwalker Ranch, whose stars later admit to having served as paid government UFO contractors during production of those shows, raising serious questions about editorial independence and propaganda. No shit! I didn't even think of that. Didn't we... I think we spoke about that just by accident. That what if, because we know Lou works for the government, so we're like, well, what if they're just putting all their shit and that's exactly what the problem was. Yes, I now remember a little bit of that. We did talk about something, not knowing, not understanding the consequences of that. For me, not understanding the consequences of doing that. That is very unethical. That's as bad as it gets. Music and Truth jumped in the conversation, says it's only an ethics problem because you think the material itself is sketchy, Jason. Oh. And it is. If a smart, qualified meteorologist was working for the government studying the weather and then went on TV talking about the weather patterns on the Weather Channel, you wouldn't be making long threads bitching about it. Well, this is not the weather, though. We're talking about a national security issue here. We're not talking about the weather, dude. See, this is the critical thinking we could do without. That's your Twitter right there working hard for you. Never mind. So Jason comes back and says, you would be bitching is what he means if the meteorologist hid his government employment. Taylor was employed as chief scientist, not a mere consultant, and then pretended to offer analysis of his own work as though it were not his. Oh my God, are you kidding? That's right. Oh my God, this is amazing. I didn't catch it. Wow. This is a whole other level right here. Man, I'm just processing what I just read. And the folks who sent it to me, I didn't read it all the way yet. I just saw the title. Hollows Thee with a $5. How do you think the public would react? Oh, I thought it was the same question. I'm like, wait, holy shit, am I having deja vu? How do you think the public would react if the government came out and said, we recovered craft in Roswell and we did have a live alien? $5. For $5, how would I act? How do you think the public would react if the government came out? I tell you what they would probably do. Because the alien's dead at this time, and because it happened so long ago, you know how people would react? Okay, so that's the public. That's what the public would do. So show us. Okay, so they admitted it. The public would want to see it. So show it. That's what the public would say. That's how the public would react. The public wouldn't go crazy. I don't think people would jump out of high-rise buildings thinking the end is near. We're talking almost 80 years ago, right? And then these questions would start popping up like, how come you haven't back-engineered that shit yet? And how come we're not flying in those things? Right? That would be a good question. But the public in general, I don't think they would blink twice on it. They would go like this. They would go, huh. Is it supposed to rain tomorrow? But serious people, they understand. I don't think the general public would even care too much. They would care as soon as the evidence started showing up on the internet or on TV. That's what I think. That's what I think. You know, when these questions like this pop up, they're not simple. Because there's a wide variety of answers. I was going to say a wide array of answers. But there's a wide variety of things I could say. So it's a really difficult question. Both of your questions were difficult. But that's kind of what I think what would happen. Public would kind of fizz on it. They'd be like, hey, just like when they talk about China may have intercepted an alien signal. Nothing. Off-world vehicles. Remember that? Nothing. It was redacted the next day. But the public didn't give a shit. We did. I called that my Roswell. Because that's what it was like. They actually admitted, and then they took it back. I know, it was a whole word salad of mistakes. I get it. Yeah, right. Thank you for that, Hollows Thee. Or the Hollows. I keep saying Hollows Thee, and then I see up here on your picture it says the Hollows, and I know that's correct. So I'll say the Hollows. Thank you very much. Appreciate the support. And you're a continuing supporter of GoofOn now. Hey, the richest YouTube channel's here. What's up, Chief? What was that? What did you just say? Oh, Coral, thank you. I was wondering what I did wrong. Cash 45 with the New Zealand. That's comes out, what, a couple bucks? We'll say $3.49, $3.50 New Zealand style. The public already know that. Not really. No, not really. I know what you mean, right? I know what you're saying. The public already knows about Roswell, but we're talking, we haven't seen any verification of it. So if they came out and told us it, that's a little different, right? We would already surmised that they already had the ship and the alien, because that's the story. But if that question was switched to if they showed us proof, right, that'd be a little different. Good catch, Cash45. Thank you for the $3.50 on New Zealand dough. Very, very generoso. And a super question, super comment. I can't think. I've been I usually don't talk this much. Usually I'm playing videos and interjecting, but holy shit, I've been talking for over an hour straight. And don't forget, you can help support GoofOn with these super chat, super stickers, PayPal, Cash App. Let me check PayPal. Just in case, I thought I felt the phone vibrate before. Somebody usually sneaks in $1. Holy shit, I need to put money in my account real quick. And this is very strange too. I don't even know if I want to bring it up. I'm not going to bring it up. Tomorrow. I don't know what that is. Hold on, I have got to do this. I'll do it in a minute. All right. We've got more show. Now, tomorrow morning, don't forget, we'll be back on GoofOn Lives. I don't know what we're going to change the show name to, but I enjoyed the first show today. So if you guys have nothing to do tomorrow, let me tell you what's going to happen. This is what's probably going to happen in a couple of weeks. Today or tomorrow is going to be the last day of StreamYard. So I'm going to use Streamlabs OBS because a feature here doesn't work and it bothers me a lot. It's bad that it doesn't work because I can't switch videos quickly. It's frustrating. I have to look around my microphone to see things. It's very annoying. Plus, I got to fix things here. Anyway, Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Those are 3 days. This is going to happen in a couple weeks. Maybe next week, maybe 2 weeks. I don't know, but it's happening. Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, there will be the night. Those that we do here will be changed to the new show. Because we're going to take it in the daytime. Because I don't think daytime is for this show. And we're going to move it to night. I may try a couple of nights just to see. But we would be doing it Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And then the other shows would be GoofOn Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday in the UK. And all shows will start at same time, 7. Okay? For now. But you should check it out. I got such heartburn. I can't get rid of it. And I was just looking something up, and I forgot. Oh my God, hold on. Whoa. All right. I'm going to play something here. We have not played anything from Third Phase in a while, so I'm going to play a video here. This is a very strange object. I don't know what this is. I will talk about it with you when we're done watching it. See, the video should be up and running by now, but I'm clicking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things to bring this video up instead of just 2, 3. All right. Anyway, it's annoying. So here we go. You see the squirrel? That's just a squirrel. Here we go.
Did you guys see what we're looking at? I'm gonna get a closer look. Something just zoomed by the squirrel, and we're trying to figure out exactly what it is. So we're inviting the public. We've got a few minutes in this stream, and why not? Let's just bring in the public. I'm gonna put the StreamYard link. If you guys have any idea what we're looking at here, we'd sure like to get your opinions. Again, let's take a look at this. At first I was thinking it's something celestial, but the way it's just kind of squiggling around in its topsy-turvy way, undulating, I don't think it's some kind of space debris coming in. And then at one point I thought, could it be a kite? But again, it seems to traverse across the sky. Usually the kites are pretty much in its area tethered to a string. This is kind of just wild the way it's moving along here. Somebody says that this video is poor quality. Let's just bring them in. Joe.
That's poor quality. That's pretty good quality. You know what I wanted to say about this, and I forgot. I did it again. Look at Joe said crap video.
Kay says this video is crap. Joe K, I'm not exactly sure why you'd say that. Actually, it's coming in pretty clear, and after I did some enhancement.
Could this be a... I don't know. It's not a kite. I don't know. And it's doing something that Kenneth Arnold said when he saw those 8 or 9 disc wedge-shaped craft. Looked like they were skipping on water, like when you fling a rock and it skips on it. This almost has that quality.
Enhancements, we're actually able to see it pretty good. So
right?
I think it's actually pretty cool video. I disagree with you on that one.
It
but
looks
Steve
alive.
Rush says
now,
it's alive.
It looks like it's sped
that's
up.
A pretty good call, in my opinion.
I think it was sped up.
Interesting the way it
the
does
original
have its,
guy sped it up. I think
squirrely look. Sam Speed
that's the real
says
video. The
it
real
doesn't.
speed, I think.
It definitely
I'm
has.
not sure.
It's interesting. You got the squirrel, and then you got the squirrely UFO.
But it sure as heck looks
interesting.
like a
we got.
kite.
I guess we've got somebody joining us.
Right.
Let's bring.
So you should see a string. If there's a kite, maybe it's just out of focus enough you can't see it. But in my experience, even if it's out of focus a little bit, you would still see something, especially here. It would be somewhere like right in this area going down, maybe if this was being pulled. Now, you can't tell if this is going at a downward angle or a sideways angle or an upward angle. I know it's not upward because, you know, this guy would be falling off. So this looks like it's just going across the sky. Is it an optical illusion of something we just can't figure out, like a spider web, a spider, or something on a in the tree? I don't know, man. It looks further out there. It looks like it's in the sky. Anybody have any guesses? Looks fishy. It does. Anybody want to take a guess? Hey, Simon, you know, I see why you're saying that. But people send them stuff. And all they did was post it. And they don't know what it is. I don't see anybody else posting anything. They do the same thing every time. They plant a seed, then caveat it by saying they aren't sure what it is. I don't understand what's wrong with that. I really don't. I don't. People send them stuff. You know, whether the people know what it is or not, we don't know what this is. There's very, very limited stuff out there. So sometimes, you know, you take what you get. And this is something they decided to post. I don't know why this would be deemed as shit or crap. I really don't. But, everybody's entitled to their opinion, I guess. I used to think the same thing. And then I said, well, I think if you're going to have a channel, this is why I started doing what I did. Because I used to debunk everything they had. And, and every Sunday when I used to have my show, it's like, all right, let's look at some of these shitty videos. And, anyway, it is what it is. There's not a lot of pickings going on out there when it comes to UFO sightings. And Third Phase puts them up fast. They can't figure it out. They're asking the public. In a way, it kind of makes it fun for the public to try to guess what it is. And you got all types. People believe, people don't. People get angry, people get mad, people get sad, they get happy. Life is what you make of it, guy. Life is what you make of it. It's not a perfect. It is so not a perfect. This field is so imperfect that there's no accountability for anybody, really. It is what it is. We just have to police ourselves and do the best we can with what we got. Everybody's trying to find the truth. Nobody can do it on their own. We all need each other. If you have something constructive to say, like if you know or don't know what that is, instead of saying it's trash, why don't you tell me what you think it is? That'd be nice. Help out a little bit instead of, every time Third Phase video comes up, everything they do is trash. I disagree, but, I see why you would say it. I understand why you would say it, but it's not a true statement. Hey, David Wilcox with the Canadian 10 bones. It bounces like it's being tugged while running. Oh, that is a great description. Let me take a look at that. You're right. And it looks like every time the string gets a little let up, they pull it a little bit, right? And it keeps doing the same thing. It keeps getting slack and then it gets tight and then there's more slack. Yeah, watch. That is kind of what it looks like. No way. Thanks, David. That was a very, 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 very smart way of putting it. But I'm not sure it's that. It could be. It looks more like a kite. I'm going to say, because Occam's razor is the only tool that I like to use. Because it makes sense. The most obvious thing is, hey, that looks like a kite. It acts like a kite. It's gotta be a kite. We just can't see the string. That's all. It's too far away. It's a white string on a very bright background, out of focus. I think that's what it is. But I don't know. I don't know. And the people who shot this, I don't think they saw that. They were just recording the squirrel. Then when they played back the video, they saw that object. I think that's the story on that one. So it wasn't done on purpose. They accidentally caught it. And then they sped it up right there. Anyway, this is why we talk about this stuff. Thanks, David. Continuing supporter, good friend of the show. Thank you. Very good guy you are. This is one of the most difficult. You could call this a hobby. You could call this your life. You could call this a phenomenon. And it is one of the toughest. Paranormal, ghosts, spirits, all that stuff. And it's impossible to prove. Impossible. You want to know why I say impossible? Has anybody ever proved it? Nobody has a UFO. Nobody has video. Not even Billy Meyer. Nobody has anything that is definitive. Nobody. Why is that? Is it because they're not really aliens and they're just objects that we're misidentifying? I think so. I do. Yeah, it's a strange business we're in here. And, you know, when people are negative, and I've been accused of being negative, that is just, I don't think it's true at all. I am not negative. I am passionate about something I believe in. And when there's people out there that are doing something they shouldn't be doing, you know, we talk about it. Everybody talks about it. When people do good, we talk about it. You know? It's the business we're in. Check this out. This is interesting. Hold on. I think I have this here. Hold on. I want to take you to 1947. This is need to know. It's a COULTHART and ZABEL. This is Edward Murrow's Flying Saucer Report with Kenneth Arnold, the one I was just talking about. My God, I'm going to die. I can't speak with this Madoncha. Here we go. Madoncha.
Was Mr. Kenneth Arnold, a businessman of Boise, Idaho, a veteran pilot in forest fire control work, a man with 6 years' experience flying over the rugged terrain in and around Mount Rainier. Yesterday morning, we spoke to Mr. Arnold over the phone. We asked him to repeat for us, in his own words, what he saw in the sky over Mount Rainier on June 24th, 1947. We recorded what he said, and we're going to play it for you now. The slight beep that you will hear intermittently is required by law to let both parties of a phone conversation know they are being recorded. Here now is Mr. Kenneth Arnold.
It was while I was searching for this crash that I noticed a terrific blue flash pass nose of my airplane. I noticed that the flash came from a chain of very peculiar-looking objects that were rapidly approaching Mount Rainier at about 107 degrees. This chain of objects were 9 in number. I assumed at the time they were a new formation or a new type of jet, though I was baffled by the fact that they did not have any tails. It passed almost directly in front of me, but at a distance of about 23 miles, which is not very great in the air.
Pretty amazing. I love that stuff. Old school stuff like that. I like the Admiral Richard Byrd interview when he was on the TV show back then. God, I really liked that. That was so amazing that they were talking about that stuff, you know. Let me pull something up here. This is... All right, let's take a listen real quick. Hold on. Let's take a listen just real quick on this. Because we haven't done this in a long time. Hold on. We haven't. I'm going to fair use this. This is for educational purposes and all that shit. In 5, 4, 3, 2,
Very compelling video in 2011 sent to us on JWIX that was collected by a sensitive U.S.
How would you like to go through all this with UFO Jesus as well? Let's see what he has to say, though.
As to this information can be provided separately over a secure means. I don't think what's referenced in this portion of the IG complaint is the infamous, if you want to call it that, 23-minute video. Elizondo has stated for the record that there are many very compelling
27.
videos. In fact, I recollect that he said the 3 UFO gun camera videos that we have seen are some of the least compelling videos within the archive.
Yeah, so he's not saying anything new either, just like me. Nobody's saying anything new. What did he say here? What's this one about? Oh yeah, after increased frustration, I became alarmed by the frequency and duration of UAP activity in and around unsecured airspace. All right, so let's see what UFO Jesus said about that. And Bunny, Gary Reed's squeeze. So let's see if he mentions anything about that. Here we go.
As a witness. This is frankly a theme that continues to this day, and Luis Elizondo has not backed down from it, because this complaint, he did this complaint in a chronological order, right? So this is from late 2016, and he's talking about him being alarmed by the increased frequency and duration of UAP activity in and
I just can't. I just wanted to hear it. So what he's doing is, UFO Jesus, he's reading, and then he's just repeating what he just read. I do that. But, not all the time. But, he's already done it 2 out of 2 times, and I thought maybe he would give a original, unbiased report. Ma! Meatballs, everybody! Ma's gonna cook up a whole batch of balls for all y'alls. That's right, don't forget, we'll be back tomorrow morning. I'm not leaving. I'm just saying we're going to be back tomorrow morning at 10 with the other show on Goof on Lives. I know some of you just got here and don't know that. That's why I'm bringing it up. And here's what it looks like, so you know you're there. This is not official. I just put this up so you understand you're on a different channel. So it says Winning up here for now, but it's Goof on Lives. Still haven't come up with a name yet. I was going to call it Winning. But here you could see this morning, we were having some fun. I wore my police shirt and we talked about women in the past and present. And what else did we talk about? We talked about men and women cheating. See, now I didn't realize the hat didn't match this. It looked like it matched better. The black, that's weird. I thought this was the same black when I was home. Look how dirty it looks. We talked about relationships. We talked about a whole bunch of things, man. It was fun. But tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern. On Goof on Lives. Just keep your eyes and ears open. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe that channel. We are going places with that channel. That channel is going to be amazing. Better than this. You know why? Because this is ufology. Nothing ever changes. It's the same every single day. It is. Nothing changes in this field. Hey, nothing changes. All right, I got a video I want to play here. This is very interesting. You know what? I can't. Nope. This is why I have the second show. So I don't have to, I'm not playing these here anymore. Nope, I'm not going to do that to you. That's just not fair. Because this is a UFO show. Right, okay. Sorry about that. I just lost track of where I was for a moment, okay? All right, let's do this. This is from, oh, here's a UFO sighting. Yep, I've got one here for you, I think. Well, sort of. It's interesting. It is pictures. but I wanted your take on this anyway. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I don't know what they're capturing. 3 separate objects in the same vicinity as the triangle on same night. So apparently these lights showed up the same night as a triangle. This out here, I don't know, man. It's hard to tell what it is. Awful, just awful. How are we supposed to tell what these are? That could be anything. God, that's just dots. I like this one though. But this looks like a firefly. Doesn't it? It looks like a lightning bug. Oh, it is. I think it is. Wow, that's what I think we're looking at there. Can you see it? Let me open it up maybe a little wider. There we go. You think? You think? You think? Hold on a second. I don't see him here anymore. I think he left. All right, let me check this, and then we're going to finish up strong because of the wonderful things we do. Yeah, all right, let's stop that. Let's do this. Give you a little hug and a kiss. I know you guys have been super cool tonight. Thank you for everything. Here, for you. From me to you, for a minute. What are they? The Crop Circle song, everybody. Greg Brown. Sing along if you know the words.
What are they?
What are they?
Why are they?
Why are they?
What do they mean?
Well, hey, one more time.
What are they?
What are they?
Why are they?
Why are they? What do they mean? What are they, everybody? You know it.
Are they harbingers of world change? These secrets in the field.
Yeah, come on, everybody.
Are they harbingers of world change? These secrets in the fields. Are they harbingers of world change?
What's up there?
Secrets in the fields.
What's up there, Greg Brown?
Secrets in the fields.
You play that timber.
What are they?
What are they?
Why are they?
Why are they? What do they
mean? What are they?
Sorry. I just had to let it out for one night. Come on, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. Right? Since I've done that. I haven't sang in a long time. It's been a minute. Give me a break. I'm allowed to sing on my own show. Something that struck me odd, Daniel Miller says, when he read the complaint by Lou Elizondo. Lekatsky and others have called ATIP a made-up nickname. Elizondo called ATIP a specific effort within the portfolio. That's a very odd discrepancy. What gives? Why can't this just be straightforward? Right? Good job, Daniel Miller, asking the hard questions. I don't know. That was a tweeter. It was a tweaker. Unbelievable. What is that? That's it. We're done. We'll be back tomorrow night, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, right here on GoofOn, right here on YouTube. I want to thank the moderators and the super chatters for your generosity, giving me your time and support. Nobody does it better than the Goofonians, and that is 100% fact. I can't thank you enough. And the newcomers and the veterans, thank you for giving this show a chance. I believe that if you give us a couple of nights, you'll see what we're really about, and you'll realize it's not that bad. It's actually kind of fun. So, well, I don't know. What do I know? If it feels fun, it is. If it doesn't, it isn't. I still haven't done the magic 8-ball. In case anybody hasn't heard, I'm a drug addict, by the way. In case anybody hasn't heard the news. So we're gonna do this tomorrow night. I have to make it up to you. I like to share my 8-ball with everybody. There's enough to go around. And in case you haven't heard, the reason I fall asleep, according to some people, because I'm a drug addict. First of all, I'm diabetic. I get no sleep, and I don't take any medication. So it's my own fault. I slept today, though. Oh, well, I didn't do any drugs. That's why. I didn't do any. So I slept today. Yeah, I'm working out in the gym after I shoot up some heroin. It's a great workout. Yeah, you can't feel a thing. I got to tell you, what people will say. But I want to thank everybody. We'll be back tomorrow night. Same bat time, same bat channel. And we are, no matter what anybody says, I know for a fact we're good. And we are Truthology for UFOlogy. I swear to God, we do everything with the best of intentions here. And that's that. I love everybody. Not the same, though, but I do. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.